Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Surveying the Realms. Now, if you were following us last week, you may wonder why we're here looking at this title screen for the Antiquarian Desert. And the reason for that is very simple. When I fast traveled to this region, I pressed the stop button on my recording instead of the pause button on my recording. So instead of skipping the loading screen, we had a 2-minute episode where I went to a portal and then immediately stopped. I'm sure that there's some way to use my video editing software to splice the videos together, but I don't want to learn video editing software. As you might have gathered, video editing does not interest me in the slightest. So I've decided not to do it. And as a result, you're going to miss the absolutely fascinating process of me putting all of my stuff in chests and then coming to this antiquarian desert so that we can take a look around. Now, the reason we want to take a look around this antiquarian desert isn't very complicated. We want to go to all of the possible biomes, and we unlocked a new biome at the end of the last episode. Specifically, the biome we unlocked are the astrolabe biomes. Astrolabe Desert, Astrolabe Forest, and Astrolabe Swamp. So why are we here instead of the Astrolabe Desert? So, it's very simple. So that we can see what this place looks like in order to make our visit to the next version of the desert more significant. Because obviously, if we're just going into this under the impression that, like, how can I put this? Oh, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with my words right now. You know, if we just jumped right into the new biome, we wouldn't necessarily know what was so special about it. We gotta know what the alternative is before we see the new one in order to appreciate the new one. So this is Antiquarian Desert. And you know, I like it. It's got a kind of a... I don't know, all deserts read to me as being somewhat antiquarian in nature. And I think that's just because of media. You know, whenever you're going to a lost ruin or something, it's like a jungle or a desert. And... oh, I forgot my real power. Okay, we're fighting them with swords. We don't need to be doing that. We also need to eat our Wasna. And I did look that up last week, and Wasna is a real dish. It is made by the... it's kind of like a jerky, I guess. I don't want to be too reductive. But apparently meat and berries is actually a very authentic version of that. It was invented by the Oceti Shakwa, wait, is that it? No. Oh, I've forgotten the name of the people who invented it, and I'm gonna look that up on my phone next time we have a loading screen. Uh, I even looked up a video on how to pronounce it, and then I forgot. Um, but they live in uh, the Dakotas, and you might be more familiar with them by the name of the Sioux, but my understanding is that this is an exonym that they don't really appreciate, and so I'm going to learn to say the real name correctly, and I do apologize to the Ocheti Shakwa for mispronouncing their name, and I know I did it again just now, because that's honestly what I remember. And, you know what? I'm just gonna pause both the game and the recording, and I'm gonna look it up, like right now. Okay, I just watched a YouTube video about it, and the name of the people I'm referring to is Ocheti Shakowin, which wasn't entirely easy for me to pronounce, and I'm sure that I didn't do it justice just now, but it's important to make the effort in these situations. So Wasna is a real food, and I mean, I guess I didn't think that they made one up just for the video game, but I'd never heard of it before. But it's definitely not something that can be made vegan. I mean, I guess you could do like a soy curl or something. Wouldn't be entirely unpleasant. Oh, this is not part of the grind. I just saw it, and that's it. We gotta at least try it. Alright. And so, one thing you're definitely not going to want to make wasna out of is bug meat. That's not traditional at all. We might still do it because we get a lot of bug meat, but, you know, we don't want to slander the Ocheti Shakowin by implying that they would be okay with that, because they probably wouldn't be. I mean, maybe the cool ones. No. That's a little judgmental. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply that being disgusted by eating bugs is uncool. I'm just saying that there is a certain coolness that comes with having an open mind towards the protein you eat. Which may sound a little weird coming from a vegan, but, you know, I didn't stop eating meat because I hate meat. I stopped eating meat because I became capable of not eating it. Right? Like, ethics is weird. where sometimes just having the power to do something implies maybe a duty to do it. Uh, like, I could get all of my calories from meat, or I could get all of my calories from not meat. So why would I choose the option that that leads to suffering? Although I frame it in terms of power, but knowledge is important too. That's why I'm all about sharing cooking tips. Because the hardest part about going vegan for me was just this complete disconnect from the food I knew how to make. Where, over a lifetime, you learn what's good to eat and what's not good to eat, what you'll enjoy and what you don't enjoy, and making food that you don't enjoy out of moral principle is just going to lead to you to abandon your moral principles, because you can't live without enjoyment. You can't live miserable for the sake of some abstract ethical ideal. And I think that, like, a lot of people give themselves maybe, how can I put it? A lot of people give themselves a hard time about falling short of their own ideals. And then a lot of people let themselves off the hook for falling short of their own ideals. And I think neither approach is optimal. I think you gotta try. But trying is hard. So if you try and you fall short, then it's okay to cut yourself a little slack. And there was a time when I didn't know what the heck to eat. Right? Like, tofu is got a bad reputation. You can make some absolutely delicious tofu, but you got to know how to do it. And that knowledge is not part of American cooking culture. And so that process where you learn is something that is kind of difficult. And so if you hold yourself to a standard where only success and, like, immediate success at that is acceptable, then how are you ever going to pick up the skills that allow you to succeed? Right? You can't succeed at something before you do it. And you can't do it until you know how to do it. So there's a point where you're trying to do it, but you don't know how yet. And I think in those situations, it's okay to let yourself not be very good at it. And that's true with anything, not just vegan cooking. But so, right, like, it's better to eat a bug than a cow. Not just Like, by pretty much any metric, um, it's better to eat a bug than a cow because bugs are smaller, so cultivating their proteins leads to less use of carbon and fuels like that, and also because their brains are much simpler. So the suffering that comes from, you know, eating a cow is much greater than the suffering that comes from eating a bug. And if your goal is the reduction of suffering, then, you know, I think that's cool, even if we don't exist at the same level. And I don't mean like, oh, you're not on my level. I mean, just, you know, in the same space, yeah, doing the same thing. So, you know, if there were like uh, the hipster set of the Ochetti Shakoin who were into eating bugs, I think they were pretty cool. But, you know, you don't have to eat a bug to earn my respect or anything. Alright. Oh, I'm imagining what sort of person I would have to be where, like, yeah, if you want me to respect you, you gotta eat this bug. Like, that's not a very pleasant person to be around. Like, what have I ever done to earn that level of gatekeeping? Like, you want to get with me? Like, not even. Yeah, no. Don't eat a bug if you don't want to. But if you do want to, know that some jerk thinks you're cool for doing that. Although I don't want to encourage bug eating, like in the sense that if you're going to eat a bug, you might as well just eat tofu, because while I've never had bugs before, I'm pretty sure that tofu is better. Alright. Maybe not quite as high in protein, but it gets you enough. Like, I'm pretty sure all this talk of bug eating and tofu has alienated almost everybody who would even potentially watch this. We should talk about something else, but you know, this is actually one of my favorite subjects. Not tofu specifically, but I like talking about vegan cooking because I think I mentioned this before, but I enjoyed cooking before I became vegan, but I don't think I really learned to cook until I became vegan. Right? Like, it's one of those things where when you eat meat, the animal's life story is doing a lot of the work in the flavor department. So you got to sort of replicate that with craft, and that craft takes time to acquire. But it's very rewarding. So, like, I'm at a point in my personal cooking history where I don't even feel like vegan food is a compromise. And that sounds like one of those arrogant vegan flexes, but I promise you it's not. Because it took me a lot of hard work to get here. It's sort of like there was a lot of time where I would make something and it would just be mush and and you can't survive off of mush. It can nourish the body, but it can't nourish the spirit. Although I say that, and I am one of the least spiritual guys there is. So I don't know. Why am I talking about nourishing the spirit? I think I just use the word spirit as a shorthand for overall well-being of your emotional state. Okay, I don't know why I'm still here. I think we've seen enough of this antiquarian desert that the astrolabe desert is going to seem different if it's different, and the same if it's the same. So I'm going to pause the video this time and fast travel back to my base. Alright, we are back at the base. I mean, as you could tell from that black screen, we built some extra dressers. That was part of the exciting thing that you missed when I failed my recording earlier. Managing these stacks and making sure like goes with like is too hard. I'm pretty sure I screwed it up. Where did I get these synchronous lotuses from? Oh, and then I gotta take my ingredients out of my equip bar and put them in the drawer. Alright, so we are first going to cook some food. Craft item, roast meat. Yes, let's make no. Actually, now that I think about it, that's not near. Roast meat is not nearly good enough for what I want. If I at least do the bug meat wasna, again, with apologies to the Osheri Shakwin, then I'll get a double ingredient bonus from that. Okay. Let's go ahead and change this up. Close the portal. Astrolabe Desert. Open that portal. Alright. And we need to look and see about more health potions too. Moderate health potion. What am I missing? Tier 1 essence. Is there some way to convert essence? No. However, I know one way we can get essence. Oh, 4,800 wood. That seems like more than we're gonna need. Um, oh wait, how do I split this? Shift to split the item stack. I would like to transfer, I don't know, 3,500 over. Okay, close that. And then of this 1,300, we are going to extract 1,300. There we go. We got all the tier 1 essence we're going to need for a while. Thank you, Emily. Keep up the good work. Actually, I don't know if... No, she's at the mining station. Who do we thank for this? Eugene. Eugene, you get the praise that I just gave to Emily. Emily, you get the praise for making a bunch of glass, which we're also going to need. Right, like this raw gem, the quartz. Let's get 20 of those. Alright. Oh, I just dashed through a fire. No. Collect. Oh, I had a bunch already. You know what? I bet that we unlock more recipes with our tier 2 progression. Which we can do now because we got a bunch of stuff from just tender steak. Ooh, a pot pie. Fish cutlet, dough, bread. Ooh. Salad. Nothing better than the salad. Oh. I know, it sounds like cope, but it's true. Like, salad's one of those things that's easy to half-ass, and since most salads you've ever eaten are half-assed salads, people think salads are bad, but they're great. Like, a good salad is hard to beat. Oops. There we go. Alright, we are going to remove this structure, pick up sticks, and then we are going to put down a tier 2 refined cooking station. Ooh, how refined. Oh no, I need to get my hands on a shaft. I'm sorry, that was wrong. Wait, where can I find a shaft around here? There we go. Made of metal. So it's going to be a nice hard shaft. No, I promise I'm going to stop doing that. When it stops being funny. No, I think that we've reached diminishing returns with that joke. You can get tin ore. Okay. Oh, I see. I praised you earlier and now you're resting. Well, you know what? You earned it. toil away for hours and hours at a time, earn a nap on the bed under the stairs. Alchemists. Right, we are going to moderate health potion. Tier 1 essence. Prey bones. And quartz glass. Yes, I want 140 of those. Alright. Let's look. Okay, we're doing the ingots so that we have random materials. Okay, so I built this extra dresser for a reason. And it's a good reason, so don't you worry about that. But the reason is so that we can sort through these materials and find which ones will be useful for our next level of gear. Basically, we need a metal, a wood, and a fiber that enhance either magic or stamina. So, let's look. Our arcane wick, ranged damage. Can I? Oh no, I was going to try and show you on the with the mouse pointer, but if you look at the left under arcane wick, attribute bonuses, ranged damage, and then right under the icon with the times 39, it shows you how much. 2%. So maximum health is something that would be useful to us, but I'm not going to worry about that. Health regeneration. That chitin might be useful. Stealth rating. No, I don't want a stealth. This is something... Oh, fabled bones. Okay. See, this has 3 bonuses. Range damage, stamina regeneration, magic power. Those might come in handy. Glass? Sure. I don't know if we're going to need glass, but we might. Melee damage, just regular injury resistance. Alright, nothing from that chest. Brass ingot, melee and range damage. No, we don't want either of those. I mean, we're not going to turn them down, but that's not what we're doing. Okay, the hide of the Jabberwock. Health regeneration and stamina regeneration. That might come in handy. Okay. Arcane wick. Nope. Predator bones. Bound fiber. Oh, that might come in handy later. Infusions, but we'll just build ourselves a new infusion. Oh, this wheat reminds me that we've got a bunch of flour here. Oh, it's still got a minute and 30 seconds to go. Actually, I'm wondering how that works, because it seems like our residents are working away when the game is off, but our mortar station isn't? Alright, we'll come back in 1 minute. Alright. See anything else in here? Advanced wick? No. Sulfur rocks? No. Alright. Bronze? No. Health regeneration, stamina, coated paper? No. Amber glass. We might take the amber glass too. Let's see. Holt bloom. Oh, we gotta look at these wood. Corrupted wood gives us health regeneration and maleficium resistance. Ribbon wood, melee damage, injury resistance. No. Alright. Animal fiber, wheeled bear. Maximum health, injury resistance, durability. Bound fiber, no. Predator hide. So these platinum ornaments, I'm gonna move. Shimmering ore. Yeah, 4% magic damage. Okay. Oh, so many to go through. This cut gem Ethereum. Alright. Aloe. Now this is a consumable, so we're not going to worry about that. Mechanical gears. We're not building that sort of thing. Alright. Ooh, burl wood. Excellent. That's what we need. Alright. I think that all of this stuff will be useful for making our next tier of equipment. Although I'm going to go into the Astrolabe Desert and see if there's an even better tier to be had. Oh, right. We're talking... We needed that shaft. And we don't mean anything by that except the most earnestly literal. That being said, turn... Wait. Why can I not turn my shimmering ore into shimmering ingots? Did I already turn them into ingots? No, shimmering ore. Oh, I know why. Because I didn't set this to... Oh, crafting, building. Craft. Ingot. There we go. I think I was just on the wrong page for that. Alright. So... Filtered backpack. Let's put some... Okay. 50 sticks. That will be enough. Now, let's make ourselves some refined food. Oh, after I talked up salad, I'm gonna have to do something about this. Um, yes, raw berries, wheat, and salt. Okay. I'm not sure that that would actually be a very good salad. Spice. What do we have here? Aloe. Okay. Raw berries, aloe, and wheat. No, I think the wheat is the weakest part of that equation. Oh, see, it went into my inventory again. There we go. Can we make bread? Just carry around a bunch of loaves of bread. What do I need for bread? Dough. What do I need for dough? Oil. What do I need for oil? You know... Plant oil. Seeds. Alright. Wait. Can we make animal oil? No. We got all this meat, but we can't make a... We can't render lard. Alright. I see how it is. Waiting the... Oh, I gotta pick up my 140 potions. How many... What is that weight? Each is 0.2 kilograms, so I'm carrying around about 20... like 28 kilograms worth of health potions. I think I definitely need to make myself a charm of the mule. What do I need for that? Charm bauble, which I've got, and a charm cord heart. Okay. Tender steak. Now, after I talked it up so much, I should probably eat that bug meat. But that being said, higher tier stuff makes better food. So obviously, the best possible thing for me to eat is azazel. And if you remember the discussions we had about this last time, I should definitely not be eating that. But if I'm going to eat a bug in a video game, I'll eat human flesh in a video game too. Right, like... Obviously, it's worse to kill a human than it is to kill a bug. But in terms of what I'm willing to put in my mouth, they're about the same. What do I... Oh, polished coral. Okay, let's go get some polished coral. I gotta be looking in the right way, though. So you can't get it from the lake. You gotta go to the ocean. So we're gonna head straight north. Luckily, I believe I've got the minor realm card set to Utopia, so we don't have to worry about anything ambushing us as we head north. Maybe wolves. Alright. This has been a real mouth-heavy episode. Puck? I was just telling the viewers about all of the different things that I'm willing to put in my mouth. But maybe you have something to say?
Among the summer court, there is no want of fresh merriment for our human guests. Mushroom glazed in dulcet lapis, boujum roast topped with evergold.
Oh, I'd put that
with
in my
such
mouth.
a taste for finery, I imagined your kind would rejoice, preparing nonpareil dishes with the fare that now surrounds thee. It seems, however, thou wouldst prefer to sup on the same sordid morsels.
I'm shocked at how relevant this dialogue is.
I suppose we
Puck.
must be glad the rest of the summer fae are not around to witness such bland tastes.
Look, if you've invented some kind of new, extremely delicious bug, I'm all for it. Alright. Like, I guess we don't know how the bugs taste. No, I certainly don't. But... Ooh. So... I'm gonna have to drop now, I think. You gotta give yourself enough time to... enough stamina to glide down safely. Alright. In real life, getting that close to those herd animals would have been extremely dangerous. Alright. Here we are. We can't dive. We're all on the surface. But, you know, we've got coral. I mean, I don't love that it's described as fleshy coral, but what are you gonna do? Just not get coral? Hardly. I need this for my charm of the mule. So, yeah, if you need more coral, you can always come back. One thing I'm going to have to check when we're in higher tier biomes is if they've got a better brand of coral laying around. Because I've only ever seen that one. Alright, we are headed back to our respite. I could fast travel there. Then I would have to pause the recording. We're having so much fun talking about fleshy coral and eating bugs. I don't know why I'm still on this topic. I guess there's a certain fascination with the grotesque. Although, it's only grotesque culturally speaking. Right, like... It always seems weird to me that up to a certain point, the more like us something is, the easier it is for us to eat. It's like, why? I guess you are what you eat. And so you only want to eat something that you could wish, that you could imagine yourself being? I don't know, that's a weird way to look at it. And since I'm putting my words in your mouth, I'm gonna think that you're weird now. Hypothetical non-vegan who is debating with me about why pig is tastier than cockroach. Okay. Actually, I don't know why I chose cockroaches. My example of fire resistance and environmental resistance. I'm gonna have to make like a coat out of this fleshy coral. Okay. Spices and oil. Oh, it hasn't finished the oil yet. It's gonna take a while before we get to a point where we're gonna get that fresh bread. But we've got enough wasna here to last us for a while. Ooh, lunar nectar, blueberry. I should drink this. It's got everything. Maximum health, critical damage, magic power, hunger mitigation. Oh, and it lasts a long time. Actually, why have I not been drinking this? That doesn't even make any sense. Alright, what are we at with our shimmering ore? Oh, collect the items. Good. I'm hoping that we don't have to use those, though, because that's like the basic. Okay, so this is our Astrolabe Desert. We're going to go in and we're going to see what it's all about. I'm going to pause until the loading screen ends. Okay, we are at the Astrolabe Desert, and it looks like the difference in terms of practicality is that we get plus 100% harvested stone and ore, and it is 30 difficulty instead of 20 difficulty. But we'll see if that comes with another tier of materials. So, and we're also going to see if it looks any different. Ooh. Whoa, it does. But then again, I've seen this before. I didn't... This is what Welkin's Reach is going to look like. Spoiler alert. I just didn't realize that that was matched up with the Astrolabe. Astrolabe Desert. Because I guess I thought... Okay, we're going to go to the Realmic Transmuter. And we're going to... Wait, Bastille of Agility. Fey Artifact. Alright, we're going to go to the Bastille of Agility to our northeast. And then we're going to head to the Realmic Transmuter. Oh, this is exciting. This is actually a new biome. It's different. I like the pink trees. Ooh, looks like a material resource over here. Let's go check that out. Scorpion. You don't know when to leave well enough alone, do you? Oh, I gotta drink my blueberry wine. I came in here. I'm gonna wait until I get to the new place to power up, because I didn't want to waste duration on my on my stuff, and then I completely neglected to actually eat it. Wait. Wait. Where is my fucking cursor? Well, for some reason my mouse cursor isn't moving on this. I wanted to look at my my active effects. Okay, so we're still getting tier 2 stuff here. This may be why I didn't experience the astrolabe, because cinder strands, maximum stamina. It's just a tier 2 still. So I guess I didn't feel any sort of immediate compelling need to explore the astrolabes before, if they're just going to get me the same tier of stuff as the ancient. Like Cape Alla. Okay. So Realmic Transmuter is... oh, still pretty far to the east. So let's come up here and get this boost of the Bastille of Agility. So basically we just need to climb up there. Nothing to it. I like to announce my success before I've succeeded. So that it doesn't seem like a fluke when it happens. And also so that you get the benefit of being amused by my hubris. Like... okay. There we go. We are here. We got 18 essence for that. Alright, we're headed east. Except we're gonna head to the southeast. And we're gonna challenge these guys head on. Alright. Well, the good news is we're not going to get a new tier of materials, so we can just use the materials we've already got. We don't have to grind for more. Although I'm going to check and see if there's maybe a metal or something. Because... I know... like, I'm pretty sure that you can pick up, like, silver and such. And I've also got a reasonable degree of confidence that if we found some silver, that would probably be a magic boost. Alright, we're gonna head straight east, based on what I remember from the map. I'm putting my faith in my memory. And... oh, I forgot to make that charm of the mule. That's alright. Um, we will incorporate that into our next tier of clothes. Oh, my memory was correct. I just didn't have the courage of my convictions. Oh, there's the realmic transmuter. Oh, it's got some kind of weird haze on it. The sky. Alright. So we need to get through Welkin's Reach to get to the next tier. Okay, so currently Thinned Veil active. Play this card to move quickly, leap safely to great heights, and use stamina more efficiently. No visual effect on the realm. Huh. I'm not sure if I'm feeling it. But then again, how would I know? Alright. I'm gonna set this to the Eminent Explorer so that we take less damage and we don't have to worry about the environment. Right, immune to heat and cold, but reduce the damage you can deal, which doesn't necessarily apply to our magic anyway. Oh, they say it had no visual effect on the realm, but... Oh, maybe the Eminent Explorer has a visual effect on the realm. Oh, yeah. And the color changed. This seems a lot more like the place we were before. Oh, no. Did I just homogenize the realms? Change this, the name of the series to homogenizing the realms. But no, here's another difference. In the Antiquarian Desert, you see a bunch of ancient ruins looking type structures, and in the Astrolabe Desert, you see a bunch of modern looking structures. At least modern relative to the technology of this setting. Right, we're climbing a tower. That's cool. Little mini cannon there. I don't expect any reward at the top of this, but I'm just excited to see like stuff. Oh, I got one piece of paper. That big stack was just one. Ooh, I'm gonna enjoy soaring down from here. Wait. Map. Yeah, nothing. There's a cave entrance. We should check in that cave. That's usually where the best minerals are. But I just got a text, so I need to go check what that is all about. So I'm going to pause, unpause. It's going to seem instantaneous to you. Okay, I'm back. And I say I'm back, but I realized that that was instantaneous for you. It was about 20 minutes for me. I don't even remember what we were talking about before, except bugs. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Ooh, there's like a gem on that cliff. Let's go over here. Oh. Oh no, it's not a gem. That's just shimmering ore. You know, now that I think about it, shimmering ore might just be this tier's version of the magic material. We may have to get up to tier 3 before we get something better than that. So we're just gonna get equipment that's better by virtue of having more materials used in its creation. Okay, we are going... I like to orient myself on the map before starting this. Oh wait, this is a different one than we're oriented to on the map, but it might be a little closer. Oh, my food wore off while we were paused. So you can tell that something went on. Okay. Food, Wasna, and more Wasna. Oh, I say food. Salad. Because that could have been implied to think that I thought Wasna wasn't food. My apologies to the Archetti with Checkpoint for that. I said it again this time just to demonstrate that I remembered. Although it's Shacoin is not how it's pronounced. It's Shacoin. Ooh, 50. That's what I'm looking for. See? This mineral here. Iron. Oh. That's more of a warrior type material than what I'm interested in. I want gems and things like that. Shiny stuff. Magnesium probably isn't what I want either. Oh, I'm overloaded. Let's see, what are the advantages of magnesium? Well, iron is melee damage. Magnesium is range damage. Ooh, 8%. That's pretty good, though. Alright. Let's find some stuff to dump. Oh, this regular wood. Oh, we still need 4 more pounds. Bug meat. Predator meat. Oh, fine. There we go. Alright. Time to fast travel back. Oh, no, not quite. I'm still under threat. Where the hell did you guys come from? Oh, I'm trapped. Okay. Well, it's not the end of the world. Well, I thought these caves usually had like some sort of boss type monster in them. And possibly also a treasure chest. Wait, 25. Okay, wait, I want to mine this. Amber? No, we'll hold off on amber. Actually, it's going to be too heavy to carry it. Alright, we are going to return to our respite. Alright, we are back at our base. And I'm going to insert these various items in the chest with the items that I want to separate for being useful to me, and then we're going to dump the rest of our stuff wherever it'll fit. Okay. So we need a refined textile station, a refined sewing bench. So first we destroy these. Pick up plant fiber, ribbon wood, bound fiber. Okay. Tier 2. Refined sewing bench. We'll go ahead and place that right here. And then refined textile station. Okay. Hold for more. Add resources from inventory. I don't want to accidentally spend my shimmering ingots on this. Not when we went through so much trouble of making bronze. Or tin. And then no twine. Oh no. Well. Oh, and then after all that trouble, I just auto-added anyway. Okay, we need a simple no, not a simple sewing bench. A simple textile station to make the twine. Okay, we need 8 twine. Twine, crude plant fiber. Okay, that was relatively fast and painless. There. And we'll take that out. Okay, good that I used the wrong kind. Okay. So the sewing bench. What we need is leather straps and buttons. Yeah. So actually I wonder if there's a refined tanning station. Let's look. Refined sewing bench. Refined workbench. Oh, okay, there is a refined And that's where we get the animal oil. Okay. Refined. Tanning station. Okay, we gotta hold. Add resources from inventory. Regular lumber. Tin ingot. Okay. Then our next step is to build augments. We haven't really looked at these before, but they're useful to have because they increase the... Oh wait, let me go into progression and make sure that I have all of the augments unlocked. So, oh see, here's an augment, a set of augments we didn't. The construction press. Clothing crafted weight limit. Okay, we might want that. Then, this is not something that we need. Refined Enchanter's Focus. Alright, there we go. We want to craft augments now. So each augment increases the abilities of our crafting stations. And oh, so don't do that. Alright. First we're gonna craft some iron ingots. And then that anvil will... Oh, does it not? There we go. The anvil reduces refinement time and increases yield 40%, which isn't necessarily something we need, but doesn't hurt to have. Blasting machine. This increases for masonry benches. Which masonry bench do we have? Yeah. The yields aren't too important, but you notice that a blasting machine would also give increased damage and stamina to our pickaxes, which is maybe something we want. And this construction press gives weight limit to our tools. So we definitely want to place this structure here so that it can connect to... See, we see the green lines here of the things it connects to. Add resources from inventory. Lumber. Stone block. Mechanical gears. Ingot. Oh, it needs more lumber. Well, we're probably going to need quite a bit of that, actually. this construction press should increase our speed for making lumber too. Station augments. Hand planner. No, what is this attached to? Okay. Clothing, weight limit, all tools, extra durability, hammers get damage and stamina. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Alright, let's look more. Cooking knife, grindstone, which we already made. Fishing trap, frying pan, meat grinder, plow. Oh, the rustic toolbox. This is something that we're going to put here, and that'll augment our saw bench. So that should make it go a little faster. Kettle, unsprung trap. Gives two-handed range tools. Oh, so a bow or a rifle. Wheelbarrow. So nothing here. Oh, the plow gives sickles extra damage and stamina. That needs to go near the cooking. That needs to go near the cooking. Alright. Blasting machine. That's something that I want, but don't really need at this time. Well, I mean, while we're here, right? Oh, we gotta get in here and get our hands on another shaft. Oh, I know I said I wasn't gonna do that joke anymore, but... I can't resist. It's a character flaw. I mean, I say it ironically, but I think it really is a character flaw. Okay, so we might have to look at the tier 1s. Like a sawhorse gives extra weight limit to clothes, but let's hold off on that. Bellows increases our blacksmith. Boat wheel increases fishing rods. This increases... Oh yeah, see, a cartography set would give us extra speed and stamina with our clothing. I'm gonna build that. Just set the cartography set on the ground. Now, obviously, what we would want to do is just build 2 cartography sets. Instead of just setting one on the ground. Like, we could make our base look like a place where human beings actually live, or we could just walk right over our cartography set. Okay, ammo box. That is... See, all ranged tools get extra range damage. The beehive. Sickles. Another fishing rod. I think this game assumed that we're going to spend a lot more time fishing than was entirely merited. Environmental resistance and durability. Oh, see, this sundial, everybody loves that. Wait. Ooh, reduces refinement time by 10 seconds for all stations. Okay. Ooh. I may have dramatically underestimated how much twine we're gonna need. There we go. Felting bucket. Formula board. Ooh, this is another one that hits everything. Although, you can only have 3 at once. So the crude sundial, the hand planner. Yeah, but you can switch them out if you've got extras. Anyway, let me dump this huge stack of lumber. Might as well take the twine as well. Alright. Let's look more at our augments. Hunter's Trophy, ink making set. Ooh, this increases umbrellas. Oh, and gives clothing crafted magic plus. Okay, that's something we definitely need. Alright, Macabre Rack. Gives all tools crafted magic plus. Alright. Just our random junk on the floor. Mining cradle. There. Open toolbox. Wait. Rustic toolbox. We'll do 2. Simple drinking horn. Ooh, health regeneration and injury resistance. Oh, simple tea set. There we go. Gives crafted clothing extra magic. I'm gonna set that on the ground too. Alright, I think we've gotten to a point where we're good. Oh, but this one only has 1 augment associated with it. Strange drug. Spit roast. No, okay, we don't have an augment to make that better. Unless... Ooh. Okay, we gotta get these. obviously. It's the... Oh, wait, augmentations. No, this is just cosmetic stuff for the holiday. The jack-o'-lantern helmet. Okay. So now we can look at our rough-hewn boots. What we need is leather, straps, and buttons. Alright, so what we want to do is come over here to our refined tanning station. We want to make leather out of the hide that increases magic damage. Jabberwock. Do any of the others do so? No. So we're going to make a Jabberwock hide. And then we're going to make leather out of maximum health. Health regeneration. Okay. We're going to just make leather out of that too. Alright. And then straps. Oh, we make straps out of hide. Which I guess we didn't want to use all of that on leather. What's our best? See, stamina we need to cast our spells. Health we need to stay alive. Let's see. We can probably make 10 of those. And then fabled pharaoh swine. See, we don't need the melee damage. Oh, I bet this is very exciting for you, watching me craft stuff. I'm having the time of my life right now, though. Okay. Refined from ingots. Now here is where things get a little exciting. We're only going to do the bare minimum for that. But what we need is 2 buttons. So we come over here and we look at buttons, and the buttons are going to be made from shimmering ingots. And we're going to take 2. Alright. Now we go over here and we set our clothing augments right. Ink making set. Macabre rack. Construction press. So that everything we're gonna make is gonna have extra magic and extra weight limit. Yeah, so rough hewn boots, 2 leather from Azazel. And you see the stats that we get from the Azazel leather is maximum health, health regeneration, maleficium resistance, and durability. So you can see that the magic power that we're getting is from either the boots themselves or the augments. It's probably the augments. So Then the straps, bug straps. This gives us stamina regeneration and health regeneration. And so currently, our health regeneration is 40, our stamina regeneration is 0. We add 2 straps to that, and it goes to 5 and 50. Oh, I thought each strap added its bonus separately. If this is the case, then we may not be getting as much as I thought we were going to get. I was under the impression that each material added its bonus, but if it requires 2, I guess it doesn't double it. In which case, my rubric for what makes a good recipe is wrong. Let's see. Let's take a look at these boots. Yep, magic. Okay, so it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. Still not bad. And we're just going to reclaim the essence. These boots, have they made me look less weird? Maybe a little. Okay. Gear. Desert scarf. Cloth. Thread. Cloth. Okay. So what we need is cloth made out of thread, but we don't want to use this bound fiber because it gives you stealth and maleficium resistance, and we're not interested in that. We're going to make thread out of, let's see, Titania's crown, wheeled bear. That's pretty good. Holt bloom, cinder, strands. Alright, we're going to make the thread out of Titania's crown. That's stamina regeneration and health regeneration. Is too tempting to pass up. And then cloth. We're going to make... We need 3. So we'll make 3. Right. Why is it not picking up the tea set? Oh, I see. Each of the icons represents a different category of bonus. And so one obsoletes the others. Oh, I don't love that. Desert scarf. Alright, thread. Titania's crown. Titania's crown. And so that should have added, 30 health regeneration and 1.5 stamina regeneration. Okay. Oh, and we're going to wear that instead of a coat. We need to look and see if we can get a tier 2 plus cloth, thread, and buttons. Okay. One more cloth. And then where's this? Buttons. Ooh. We're doing our best to optimize. And who doesn't love watching tedious optimization? Cloth. Oh, I haven't made the cloth from the Titanias yet. Alright. Our health and stamina regeneration is going to be so good. Cloth, Titania's crown, thread, Titania's crown, buttons shimmering. Okay, see, we got 33 on our rating for that. So we need better pants. I mean, I don't hate how this looks. Except for the pants, I hate how those look. Oh, no. This scarf makes my neck look really fat. Or my face. It's not effective. Okay, we need a tier 2 plus. But so its base stats are higher, but it has fewer materials going in. No, we're gonna keep the bowler hat because it's got buttons. That's a good way to get some extra magic power. Let's look at pants. Oh, I haven't unlocked any pants. Okay. Rumpled breeches. Oh, that's made in ingot. That's made with buttons. Should I do Explorer's Cropped or Classic Breech? Let's go Classic. Okay. The refined sewing bench. Let's look at her hat. Simple gloves. Bowler hat. What are we missing? Felt. Okay, felt, buttons, cloth. Holt bloom. Well, I don't hate that the Holt bloom gives us extra maximum health. We might need that. Alright. So, one button from the shimmering ingot. And then felt from one of our various hides. I should have saved that Jabberwocky hide for this. Craft items. Bowler hat. Felt. Cloth. Buttons. Yeah, see, 10% magic power. Those, just having a button slot is so much more useful than the other thing. Oh, but it looks terrible. I don't know what determines the pattern on these things. Alright, so what are we looking for? We need to upgrade our gloves and our breeches. Classic breeches need 2 felt and then 2 thread. The thread we've got. Except I don't want to use this kind. Alright, so 1 more button and thread. Holt bloom. Maximum health. This wheeled bear. Yeah, let's do that. I probably could have made myself a lot more buttons, but I want to preserve my ingots as much as possible. Okay. Oh, and then the felt. Fair swine. Why not? Oh, I'll bet it's the fair swine that's making it look like this. Wheeled bear. Buttons. Okay. Equip. Yep. So, I guess the type of hide that you make it out of determines what it looks like. In which case, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. Like, how do I get out of this? Alright. Let's look at our glove recipe. Trapper's gloves. Felt and twine. The twine... No, we don't need crude twine. Let's make twine out of a good fiber. Holt bloom. Cinder strands. What does crude fiber get us? Oh, nothing. So, I think we want Holt bloom twine. Oh, but we needed another one. And then one felt. No. I mean, fair swine, obviously, but this is gonna look so bad. Do I need to start making my crafting decisions on optimizing fashion? I don't know. I'm trying to optimize my stats. Okay, so the only thing now that I need is a pack. Let's look at our progression here. Make sure. We want the NTTC pack, because this is the best for our maximum weight and maximum health. Okay. See if we can squeeze out some more magic power from this too. See, buckles. Yes. Okay, cloth. Holt Bloom cloth may be our best bet. And then thread. We need. Let's use some of the cinder strands. Alright. Felt. Fair swine. We're gonna have this blue camo backpack and you know what? It's fine. If I sound defeated, it's because I am. Oh, no, we needed a buckle for that. Well, alright, so it's not gonna be... It's not gonna look like I thought it was gonna look. That's good. Buckle. Shimmering metal plate. So this is gonna add 4 to our magic power. And then the buckle itself is going to add 4 to our magic power. Okay, so I was wrong about how that worked too. It doesn't multiply through. Through each tier. So what we're actually looking for in terms of optimizing is just the supply chain that has the most of these circle slots, not the supply chain that requires the most materials. Okay. Then we equip the pack. And so already, even without doing anything else, we're up to 270 in our carry weight. That's much better. We're going to extract essence from all of these, even though we're pretty good on essence. Extracting that stuff just gives us the opportunity to not look back. Alright, and then we need a new umbrella. Oh, and we need to eat salad. Wasna. Alright. So we need a new umbrella and a new sword. And we're going to try and rugged umbrella, leather shaft, and wire. Okay, what wire? Tin wire? No, we want shimmering wire. And we want a shimmering shaft. Okay. Let's find a shaft that glistens in the sun. Yes. This is only barely innuendo at this point. Okay. Rugged umbrella. The leather comes from the Jabberwock. That gives us 4 magic. The shaft, shimmering. That's 8 magic. The wire, shimmering. 12. But we're also going to look at our station augments. Because we've got something here. Like the T set gives umbrellas extra speed and stamina. And then the cartography set... Oh no, that's for just clothing. The macabre rack gives all tools extra magic. Oh. Alright. There we go. So 12 magic power. And then we go back and we need a rugged sword. The blade, the wraps, are made from straps. The hilt. Alright. So we need unequip that and extract. There we go. You know, not unpleasant to look at. Oh, and it's got a nice little floral pattern in there. Alright. So we need a blade. And it's going to be a shimmering blade. And we need a hilt. And it's going to be a shimmering hilt. Wait. Etched ingot. No. That doesn't increase our magic any. Okay. And then we need a wrap, which we make from straps. And straps are made from hide. So we're going to use the Jabberwock straps. Oh, and I guess bug straps. Okay. Then we craft our rugged sword. So base magic power 23. Got it up to 24. 25, 26. I'm excited. We've got a whole new set of damage boosts now. Although we got to... Alright, we unequip that, and then I'm gonna store that. I'm not gonna unmake it, because we might need it later. Ooh. What is my magic damage? 39. I'll bet that's pretty good. Alright. Now we need to craft our spells again. We need Enchanter's Focus. Craft the items of... oh, did we never get around to making that charm cord? Oops. We'll make that later. Enchantments. Immolation. Autofill that. Recovery we also need. Okay, apply that to the sword. Alright, masonry bench. Weak human seal. Stone block. Bones. Oh, and then while we're doing this, charm cord, heart. Oh, we gotta polish the coral. Polished coral from our fleshy coral. Oh no, I made too much of it at once. Hopefully we won't need another one of those. We won't need anything else from the masonry bench for a while. Recovery. Autofill that. Okay. Enchantments. So we're going to need infusions for all of our new stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Infusion. T2. Magic. Okay, we're gonna craft 8 of those. We'll gather more tier 2 essence when we can. Apply to this. There we go. Our sword is now at a healthy 45 power, which is right on target for what we want from this tier. Wait, I came down here for a reason. Oh, right, I'm gonna take that polished coral, make a heart charm. And then we're going to come back up here to our Gasa. Let's see, while I have this out, my magic is 36. But while I've got the umbrella equipped, it's 39. Alright, we're going to see how much this increases us. Apply to my hat. Yes. Apply to my pants. I've got magic in my pants. To my scarf. To my backpack. 44. $45. We're creeping up there. Okay, boots. Gloves. And then sword. Alright, we're at 48.9 magic power. This is... Oh, and 505 health, although our food is helping with that. Oh, right, I wanted to make a charm of the mule. Charm bauble. Charm cord heart. We're crafting 2 of those. And we're applying... Okay, so our current carry weight is 270. I apply one to my backpack. It's 540. Apply one to my boots. Oh, they don't stack with each other. Okay, that's fine. Truthfully, I find most of these charms to be underwhelming. Stamina crosses, but we are going to get this. A mind cord and another charm bauble. Oh, what do we need for the mind? Refined pigment. Mortar station. Our nice mushroom oil. Oh, which reminds me, we gotta make some animal oil. Refined pigment. We take regular pigment. Yeah, let's turn this bug meat into a refined pigment. Charm bauble. Carved stone and wire. Unfortunately, this does not pass on traits. The charm bauble and the mind cord. Right, see, they have no attributes. So we just want to use the simplest possible materials for those. Alright. Charm of the Wanderer. We're going to add this to our umbrella to decrease the stamina cost of our traversals. Nimble Jumper. Okay, we're going to make one of these too. We'll put these on our boots. Okay. Charm of the Nimble Jumper. Apply to boots. Yes. And then Charm of the Wanderer we apply to our umbrella. Let's see. Wait. I thought I had a double jump. It might not be apparent while I've got the umbrella equipped. Yep, there we go. Just a little bit. I'm not sure that it's worth it, but... Okay. Let's equip my sword for a second. I want to see. Yeah, immolation. There's something else that we needed. I can't remember what it was. Animal oil. Made from bug meat. We're ahead of the curve in climate change here on Surveying the Realms. For sustainable bug meat animal products. Alright, well, I believe we got our T2 infusions into everything except the umbrella. And then... yeah, I kind of want to see what our stats are when the food wears off. So, 1 minute. Oh, let's get the astrolabe forest and the astrolabe Realm Cards Major. Astrolabe Swamp. Paper. Ink. Essence. And then Astrolabe Swamp. Ooh, my controller. Astrolabe Swamp. Paper. Ink. Essence. Now we're going to have to look at our minor realm cards and see what we need to do. With the tier 1s, I believe we've already seen all of the tier 1s. The tier 2s, we've seen that. We need Eminent Dragon's Horde is the only of the second row that haven't seen. And we're waiting to find a sapphire for that. But we haven't seen any of these. Tavern, Settler, Blood Moon, Trickster, Blunderbuss, Outlaw, Marksman. We may actually be able to get all of these so minor. Alright. Tavern. Oh, the naughty and nice list. Winter Wonderland. Thinly Veiled. You know, Settler, I remember that. Okay, I don't remember. Tavern, Blood Moon. Oh, Blood Moon Eminent. So Trickster, Blunderbuss, and Outlaw. We need a stock, an action, and a barrel. Oops. The barrel is made from a shaft. Okay, so we got the shaft. Now we're gonna get some action. And then a stock, that's gotta be here. Stock is made from a pole. I would just use that. I could have probably gotten a better pull, but to go along with my action. But I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Blood Moon Eminent. Blunderbuss. Cozy Winter. Outlaw. Marksman. And then there was one more. Outlaw. Marksman. Outlaw, Blunderbuss. Trickster. Oh, must be really tricky if I keep forgetting it. Trickster card. Alright, what does this one do? Leap to great heights, resist injury, and stagger enemies more easily. Damage dealt will be reduced, and further anomalous effects to be expected. Oh, I'm kind of looking forward to that one. Oh, okay. So, with all of our equipment, we got 425 health, 35 stamina. Oh, but our stamina goes up pretty fast. Alright, so we want to replace this antiquarian swamp with an astrolabe swamp. We want to place this antiquarian forest with an astrolabe forest. And we want to replace this with Welkin's Reach. Alright, so we're going to go through to the Astrolabe Swamp as soon as that opens. Alright, there we go. Into the portal and into the pause. Okay, Astrolabe Swamp. Now, if I recall, the last time that we went to an Astrolabe biome, it was exactly like the Antiquarian biome, except the architecture was different. I think we're going to see the same thing here. I'm excited to find out. Yep, look at that different architecture. Oh, that's an agility bastille. Also the trees. The trees look different. Let's see. Bastille of agility. I don't... Oh. The Realmic transmuters all the way over there. So I think we're gonna hold off on using that one. Actually, we should use the minor cards in abeyance so that we have a good baseline of what it's supposed to look like. Also, I need to test out my magic. I mean, I know I'm stronger, but how much stronger? I was doing 220 damage before. Now I'm doing 687. That is not insignificant. Although, what the hell is this thing? Oh, I harvest its flesh with my axe. I don't want sticks, though. I'll take the essence. You know, this architecture actually doesn't look all that different from what I was seeing before. Oh no, like these airship parts and stuff. That's new. You better watch out, Spider. I'm optimized. Ooh. Oh, but not so optimized that I can just do it in one hit. Oh yeah, my melee damage is about the same. Right. That wouldn't have been necessary if you didn't attack me. I actually need to look into getting the other tier 2 equipment like climbing claws and such. It would make things like this a lot easier. See, I know there's a way up. It's just a matter of finding it. I mean, obviously there's going to be a way up, because why would they make a challenge that you couldn't complete? Make no sense. Unless this whole building's procedurally generated. And it's possible that the procedure might result in an unbeatable scenario. Like, no reason to think that it couldn't. How do you even control for something like that in a procedure? Probably a lot of playtesting. I'm not sure that I'm actually making any progress here. I need to find a way around this upper scaffolding so that I can just climb to the roof. Oh, I'll bet that okay. So that was me using my double jump to cover for my mistakes and not doing a particularly great job at it. Oh, we're almost there. Okay. Oh, look, airships. Oh, that's cool. That must be the astrolabe stuff at work. Oh yeah, like a little sphere or something. Oh, we're in a tier 2 area. What we should look for is coral. Let's go straight north with our umbrella, seeing as how we're so high. We theoretically have a charm that lets us get farther with this thing. I'm not feeling it, but then I'm not sure how something like that intuitive would manifest anyway. Oh, did you not see me just demolish your friends? I mean, we're regenerating. Right, picked up a bunch of meat and bones. Lovely. Oh, I don't think we're gonna find coral in the swamp, actually. Let's go farther north. See if maybe maybe it turns into ocean at the edge of the map. We can also see what happens if we try to go to the edge of the map. Like there's a little island in the distance. Maybe that's somewhere we could go. Alright, no coral. Oh, right, I forgot the swamp was poisonous. So we're gonna have to... Yeah, we just got diseased. This was maybe not the wisest thing to try and test. That's alright, we've got a ton of health potions. We'll just outlast it. Alright, so I definitely do not think that we are going to find coral. Also, where are we on the map? Oh, we are not even close to the edge. You know what we're gonna do? We're going to try and go to the edge of the map in a friendlier locale, like a Bance, or at the very least, the forest biome. So, or maybe the desert. I'll bet the desert's real easy to get to the edge on. So we're here in a hellstorm. We've got our trusty umbrella. Got more magic than we know what to do with. So let us fast travel back to the respite so that we can go to the last of this tier's biomes. What I'm going to do is pick up in the astrolabe forest. That way you don't have to watch me pause the game again when I get the other loading screen. Alright, here we are in the forest. Astrolabe forest. Let's get some more salad in our gullet and then look around. Oh, this is nice. Now where's that realmic transmuter? Straight north. Alright, we're gonna try and fight this boss creature. They usually drop stuff that's pretty good for stat boosts. See, look at that. Quarter your health each time we launch one of these things, and we don't even have to aim. Again, this could have been avoided. We got Bandersnatch stuff. What does it do? Maximum health, melee damage, movement speed. Eh. Oh well. Not something we particularly needed, but it didn't take much effort to get, so that's who we are. We're killing things just because it's convenient for us. Well, I wonder if this is going to be another Bandersnatch coming up. I can tell something's coming up by looking at the icon on my HUD compass up at the top. Oh, Maternes. Oh, I hate to do this to a mother. But then again, I'm sure that the Bandersnatch was somebody's son. Or daughter. Actually, I don't know. Deathweaver Spider. Alright. What do we got here? Critical damage, stamina regeneration, poison resistance. Well, I don't hate that either, but not something I need. Which I guess just means that we've been needlessly killing this whole time. Look, I'm a Magician, in case you couldn't tell by my super tight leopard print hot pants. Speak with Marvin. Okay, wait. Let me put away my weapons. Or maybe not. Oh. I wanted to speak with Marvin, but it turned out that I died. I'm probably not... Well, no, I gotta go back in that direction, because that's the direction of the, the Romic transmuter. Although, actually, now that I think about it, I don't even particularly need to go to the Romic transmuter. We're talking earlier about the possibility of just doing it at Abeyance. And that's the superior plan. Sorry, Marvin. We repair. Oh yeah, we got plenty of tier 1 essence. It's not hard to get when you've got people toiling away for you in your house. I suppose we don't have to do this every time we die, but I'm hoping that we're going to start dying infrequently enough that this doesn't become onerous. Oh, I see. I'm not the only one who can resurrect around here. Why did I find that random encounter so much harder than this? I'll bet it's because I didn't have my weapons equipped. And I panicked. Alright, we're looking for coral in this South Ocean. Oh, the swimming. I'm drenched. Okay. So we're going to look for coral here, but we are not going to try and get to the end of the map because this is awful. I am not enjoying this at all. Like, so slow. Okay, here we are, coral. Fleshy coral. So, it doesn't look like there's a better coral just because this is a tier 2. I wonder if maybe it's like the plant fibers and such where there's better corals, but they're not apparent, or that they're mixed in with the regular corals. Okay, so we're definitely gonna check the edge of the map at a desert biome, which I guess we'll just do right now before we stop. It's getting late, so this can be the last thing we do. I'll meet you in the desert. Okay, we are at the Astrolabe Desert, and probably the nearest border is to our west. So we're going to go west. But for right now, there was something else I wanted to look at. Progression. I wanted to see tier 3. Okay, Provisioner, Herbarium, and Gloom. And these are going to be available to us after... For some reason, my mouse does not want to scroll in these menus. I need it for the tooltip, but let's unplug the controller. Okay, tab, there we go, progression. Okay, completed Welkin's Reach, Magwitch, and Gloriana's Tears. Alright, so we got three major things here left to do. Which is not great. Alright. So let me plug my controller back in, and we'll get back to exploration. This This is how long it's taking me in real time. Okay. I was kind of hoping that we'd be almost done with this. Not that I'm not enjoying myself, of course, but to set yourself a goal and then to have that goal be far away is a little demoralizing. Well, maybe not so much. If your activity is motivated by the pursuit of a goal, and your goal is far away, then that's just a lot of motivation, right? Like, oh, actually I think this does reduce magic damage. As a reminder, we've got this Explorer Eminent card active in this particular realm, and so that reduces the damage you deal and the damage you take. Gives you a bunch of other benefits, like making your food last longer and protecting you from environmental conditions like heat. Oh, it's just an invisible wall. Just an invisible wall. Okay. Well, I like having the Explorer Eminent card on this biome because let me just casually walk around. Did we find any points of interest by doing this? No. All of our points of interest are in the interior of the map. Right. We need to find a sapphire. But where do we find one? I know that we looked in this cave, but that wasn't enough. I feel like we should have already found one by now. Also, the points of interest seem pretty sparse. I'm wondering if maybe this is just a dud of a procedurally generated map, and we should pick a better astrolabe desert. But I'll bet that we can find a sapphire in Welkin's Reach. Like, it seems unlikely that they would require a material and then make that material hard to find, especially for something as ordinary as one minor realm card. Which is the only thing we found that requires sapphire so far. Like, why would it specifically require sapphire when usually the requirements are like any gem? Although the anvil did require iron specifically, so... Alright, this person needs help. Wilson. Is that a realm walker I see? And not just any realm walker. Oh. You're that one people have been talking about. The one with the fat ass in the tight leather pants. The realm walker who cured the cradle. Oh, yeah, obviously. I don't suppose you have a hand to lend a fellow survivor, do you? What sort of assistance do you need? If I'm honest, realm walker, trying to get settled in these realms isn't an easy feat for most out here. I was trying to help a fellow with building some essentials, but I'm running low on resources. If you have any to contribute, I'd pay you for your generosity. Okay. So, these were my favorite kind of thing to do in when I was playing with myself, playing by myself, because I just like the building aspect of the game, and so doing these building jobs let me continue doing my favorite part of the game and get rewarded for it. Oh no! I accidentally drew this thing's aggro. Maybe in the future we just pretend not to be offended by an accidental pickaxe swing. Just as a survival tip. There's possibly a universe where I'm a complete asshole. Oh, I need more of everything. Wood bundles. Plant fibers. I could chop down that tree, but I don't want to ruin that guy's house. Like, your settlement is tenuous enough. You don't need me to be destroying your tree cover. I'll just take it from this abandoned building. I know I said going to the edge of the map was the last thing I was going to do today, but I like these missions, so I'm going to do this one. Although, you are taking your sweet time to fall. Oh, whoa, what am I next to? Oh, an infestation. Huh. I guess that's just a map. Or just a point of interest, some terrain. Alright. That should be enough, right? No, I've only got 10. And I know I'm going to need more lumber than that. Oh, this one's going to take forever to fall as well. No, that wasn't too long. Alright, that should be enough. Back to this little house. Little house in the desert. Alright. Oh, I need one plant fiber. Now, I'm going to rationalize this by saying that's clearly a weed. Although, it's a little arbitrary what gets that distinction. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Ingot? Where the hell am I going to get an ingot? I'm going to have to... Alright. 8 lumber. Then... cooking station. smelter. Whatever. I'll build a smelter. I don't even care. Station. Oh, but I don't have anything to fuel it. Also, don't have any ore on me. I'm not gonna be able to finish this one. No, I'll find some ore. Just you watch. Okay, lumber. Oh, there must have been a boost to the production there. Got me one extra lumber. Which means I only need 2 ingots. Let's see. Doesn't appear to be any metal over here. No. Oh, let's eat salad in the desert. That salad's been in my pocket for God knows how long. But I'm sure it's still good. Oh. Someone's playing tough with me. How do you feel? Do you feel tough now? You know, I complain about getting ambushed and killed, but then every time the shoe is on the other foot, I trash talk. Oh. There's some sort of nature thing going on over there. You know what? It's fine. Or maybe not. Now it's fine. Nope, it's not. One of those situations where I'm forced to defend myself. No, I saw some minerals. But where? Over here. I just need 2 of literally anything. Oh. I say literally anything. But find... Oh no, zinc's fine. I thought that was salt. Wait, what's this? Shimmering? Well, I'm not going to say no to my primary source of magic. Alright, now where was I? Oh yes. Directly south. Past this other ruin. Well, you know, this is more of a diversion than I planned. Let me see if I can get a stick while we're going. just need a little bit of fuel. Alright. We're going south to help this guy fix his house. And then we're going to recruit him into our base so that our efforts here were completely pointless. At this point, I don't even know why I'm bothering to harvest that. I've got a practical bounty of bug meat waiting for me at home. Although higher tier meats make better foods. That could be some restaurant's slogan. It's basically the Papa John slogan. Not that I'm going to give them free advertising. Their head guy's like a huge asshole. Okay. Ingot. Zinc. Oh no, this is a slow one. Just to get this treasure chest. But we're gonna get some essence out of this and a new recruit for a potential future base. I mean, our recruits right now are giving us more than we can handle, but when we unlock the next tier of crafting after Welkin's Reach, I want to start a base on a level 3 area, because I do not know whether or not making a base in a higher tier area gives you better materials from your base people. My, that looks far better than anything I could have built. I owe much to you, Realm Walker. If you think of anything you need help with, I'd love to reciprocate the good deed. I could use a capable hand at my estate. Joining a Realm Walker's mission? I'd be honored to accompany you. You have a very gentle voice, Wilson. No, that's what people tell me about my voice. Alright, this has been another fruitful week. All we did is optimize our clothes, and, you know, we can definitely tell that that's optimal. No, I hate that. I hate it. We're gonna have to find some high tier pants that aren't made from hide, I think. So that must be what's doing it. The felt. Oh no, all pants are made from hide. I don't think there's a way around. Oh no, these are cloth. Okay. So we just gotta find a pant or skirt or something that, yeah, textiles, cloth, Okay, so next tier, we are definitely going to be able to escape the animal prints. Although, I'm not seeing anything that requires 4 different... Oh, Hermetic's gloves. That's going to be a good opportunity for us. Okay, and then the breeches. Oh, we're going to wear a druidic jacket at some point. Alright, I'm looking forward to getting to tier 3. Getting out of these terrible pants that I've been saddled with. They match my hat and gloves. I don't know enough about fashion to know whether that's like formally a faux pas, but I can tell you enough about my taste to say that I don't like it. Alright, this is marginally better than what we were wearing before, but not by enough. Sorry, guy. We gotta get you into some better clothes. Anyway, that's a mission for some future episode. Next week, we'll probably be heading to Welkin's Reach, and hopefully the conclusion of that, because we've already got our tiered up material, so we won't need to grind in Welkin's Reach. We can just get through it and then grind in the next realm that opens up. And I'm looking forward to that quite a bit, because we definitely need to upgrade this dude. And we definitely need to get to the rest of the biomes. The terrain, I'm thinking, is probably always going to be identical. But maybe there are more surprises in store in terms of things like architecture. I like to think so. So until next time, this has been John Fraser, and I hope you have a lovely week.